This is the main body of the engine, the side tanks, cab. I'm fixing the cab steps onto the running boards at the bottom here, and you can see the steps are just made out of quite thin folded brass. I've got to put the other one on, and there's a little trick here I'd like to share with you. You can see this is the new step to go on. I've already drilled 2 holes in it, and now I have to hold it on here while I spot through those holes and then drill them for riveting on. But as you can see, it's not an easy fix to hold these things solid enough for the drill to go through and find the other holes without it shifting a little bit on this flat piece of plate. Difficult clamping job. So what I do is I get a little clip like this and I clip it on like so. I find the position of this being square, and also, like most foot plates, you can see that the step is actually inset. That's how they normally are positioned on their inset from the edge of the foot plate here. This clamp, as I say, is neither strong enough, also it's covering the hole, which makes it somewhat unsatisfactory. So I've got the step now centered in the right place, but it's still only held on very, very lightly by that clamp there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually stick it down with just your common garden super glue, and it's a great way, try and keep it off my hands, it's a great way of holding small pieces in place while you drill through. Makes the job a lot more easy, and then you can separate them afterwards with a little bit of heat if need be, or sometimes they just separate away quite easily. So I'll just leave that to dry a little bit and then I'll drill the holes. The glue is dried now, and I'm going to drill the holes in this in the step with a 1/16 drill. You can see there how easy it is without a clamp in the way or the part moving when you're drilling the second hole. Just going to clean up the holes. Oh well, the step broke off with a little bit of pressure that I was putting on that. I was hoping the super glue was going to add a little bit more strength to it while I riveted it up, but I'm not worried about that. We'll get on and rivet it with a 1/16 snap head rivet, copper rivet. You don't need anything stronger than that. Now that hole's not quite big enough. Just going to make it a little bit bigger. Make sure there's no burrs. Okay, let's try again. Second rivet in. There we go. Now it's over to the vise. You can see those rivets are a little long there. I'll just crop the tops off them. You don't need it much to hang down and through. So I've turned the rivet round, and you can see it just poking through there. I'm going to hammer that down. The other rivet's fallen out on the floor. I'm not going to worry about that. Put it onto the snap. And there it is. You don't need to hit it too hard. That's a great thing about copper. Now, those dome heads are standing up, and they're standing up in the kind of the entrance to the footplate, but I'm not too worried about that. Maybe I'll just file them a little bit flatter. You can see them out on the other side as well there, but I don't worry about that. That's 2 steps done. Another strike off the list of jobs.